Hi guys, this is Sadik here and welcome to our channel and welcome Farad to our channel. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Sadiq. Thank you for having me again.
So today we are about to discuss about a film which stars probably one of my most favorite actors from India. His name is Vikram, Chan Vikram. So and whenever there is a film about Vikram and it's out here, so I'm always excited to watch it. So there is a film called Mahaan which is just released, and we are about to discuss about this film. And what makes this film special is that it not only stars Vikram but it also stars his son Dhruv Vikram, which has I think made his debut in this film. So this
No,
is
no.
film.
Second.
Sorry, sorry. So it's the second film of Dhruv Vikram, and he's one of the newcomers of in Indian cinema, specifically Tamil cinema. So I really hope, as a big fan of Chian Vikram, that his son Dhruv Vikram will also, follow the legacy of his father and establish himself as one of the big stars of Indian cinema. So without delaying further, we'll start the review or the small analysis of the film. So I would like to ask Farhad to just provide a small synopsis or spoilers-free review. I mean, spoiler-free synopsis of this film. Sorry.
Thanks, Sadiq. As always, the detailed review of Mahan will be available on my website, Popcorn Reviews. Please go have a look, have a read, and I'm sure you'll love it. And Mahan actually story of a person who's actually, born in a Gandhi family, Gandhi Mahatma Gandhi, so Gandhi family, and is restricted to a lot of principles until one day he decides to go and set up a business comprising of liquor. So basically, he wanted to become a liquor baron, and then there are few spoilers. I don't want to reveal any much spoilers in that, but that is the one-liner synopsis that are there. Although the story is very predictable, in a gangster film, it is one of the most predictable stories, and the length is also very, very long. It's like 162 minutes is quite a lot, and you are not making a uh, magnum opus movie here. So you could have easily, cut down 15, 20 minutes of it. It was getting a little repetitive in the middle, especially the second half. But the movie is enjoyable, I would say. It is highly enjoyable. I had a good time watching it.
So now coming directly to the performances of the film, because this film, the key aspect or the key USP of the film is Chan Vikram. So now coming
Yeah.
to the key elements of this film. So coming firstly to their performances. So Farad, for you, I mean, what about the performances of the film? I mean, specifically when it comes to the lead cast. I mean, Vikram, Dhruv Vikram, and Simran and other, pivotal actors or characters of this.
First, I would start with the supporting characters. So I think Bobby Simha and Simran, these characters, they've done a pretty good job. They are the foil around which the story is revolving. But the story actually primarily belongs to the father and son duo. I'll come to the son first. Dhruv Vikram, and this is I have not watched Aditya Varma. Aditya Varma was his debut film, which was
Ah,
the
yeah.
official remake of
Of
Kabir Singh. Sorry,
Arjun,
Arjun Reddy.
Arjun Reddy.
Arjun Reddy. Sorry, Kabir Singh. Still in the Geraya mode.
Yeah.
Arjun Reddy. That is the official remake of Arjun Reddy, although not directed by Sandeep Reddy Vanga. It was a different director. It did not work well at the box office. This was his second outing. And had this been his debut film, he would have sent theaters across the country, I'm saying. Because the man shows flair second half. His entry is a little at the interval mark, little before the interval is there. And, he oozes of style, man. Matlab, it was such a fantastic entry that he had, and his antics that were there was so fun to watch. He just infused life into that second half, especially that was there. So he was terrific, I would say, and he also has a great screen presence, I would say, and almost as good as his father, and that was something excellent that I witnessed, and I would really want to see much of his work, and see him in other characters as well. And then, Chian Vikram, I think he was making his comeback with this film after a very long time, and he was matching every ounce of his energy was matching his son. There is this one take action sequence in the first half specifically that was there, which he did not use a body double, by the way. He was actually performing all the stunts himself, and he's 55 years old.
Imagine.
And that says a lot about his fitness and about the energy that he brings to his role. And he was one of the most talented actors, I would say, in the Tamil industry. Somewhere in the middle, he lost his part.
Yeah, true,
He lost his path,
true.
and now he's making a comeback. I think this is one of his best performances in recent times, I would say. He was fantastic in I, he was fantastic in Setu or Aniran, you know. He was fantastic in all those films. So वही है कि screen presence is larger than life, and we all know the capability of his as an actor.
Yes.
But here I think he is really, and I think it is up to the filmmaker also to extract that performance. And I
Yeah,
think in Karthik Subbaraj, he found an able filmmaker to
true.
extract that performance, that power that is. And I think Karthik Subbaraj, we all know, his films are filled with style. Like he has this certain flair in his filmmaking technique, which is different from the rest, I would say.
Absolutely.
Although this is by no means my favorite Karthik Subbaraj film, I think that honor would go to Pizza,
Yeah.
the Tamil film Pizza. It
The,
was, I
deb-
think, excellent.
the debut of, I think, Vijay Sethupathi, that film. Was it?
I don't know whether it was debut, but he was the lead in that film,
I
Vijay
think, yeah.
Sethupathi. I don't remember it. I don't remember whether it was a debut film or not. Maybe you can let us know in the comments here. But
Yeah.
so Karthik Subbaraj, I feel, did have flair, especially in some of the action sequences, which the camera was shaking, while they were blowing punches to each other. So that was a very interesting technique that was used in the action sequences as well. And the music, I really liked it, although it wasn't the best, I would say, but it was excellent with the mood of the film. It was an international soundtrack infused in a otherwise Indian film, I would say. It sounded like that. And the last 10 minutes had amazing background music, and although the twists and turns were very predictable, we could see it coming. The end, I think, was slightly similar to the Rajinikanth star Pitta, which also was directed by Karthik Subbaraj.
Yeah.
Pitta, Pitta, if I'm
Peta, yeah.
pronouncing right.
Peta in
Yeah,
Tamil.
it's
Yeah.
pronounced as Pitta, I think.
Peta, yeah.
So yeah, so it was similar to that. But yeah, I mean, I had a good time watching it. I think much of the flaws were hidden by the performances and the direction, but the story, I think, was not very. It, I mean, it was predictable, is what I would say. I would leave it there. Predictability and the length was the main issue of Mahan for me.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah. So now coming to the the technical aspects of the film. So what were you? I mean, what are your views on the cinematography and the editing, and as well as the color elements and the other technical elements of the film?
So I don't think the color elements had much of a role here. It was pretty much straightforward, except the two eras that were shown, but they didn't. They didn't quite differentiate it with the color. I would say color graphing. So there was no scope in that, or they could have, but I don't know. It wasn't there. As far as the cinematography is concerned, I would say that cinematography, as I said, in the action sequences was quite good.
Yeah,
The camera shaking and that one take action was, I think, splendid to
yeah,
watch as well in the first half. The editing could have been a little better. I think few scenes could have been chopped off, although that is the main issue of the screenplay, not really the editing. But somewhere in the middle, I mean, they could have easily, shown that film, to make it a crisper edit. Had it been a crisper edit, this would have been in the category of a must watch for me. But this is not quite in the category of a must watch. Although I did really enjoy the film, it was entertaining at the end of the day. I didn't get bored or anywhere, but yeah, the length was an issue, to be honest.
Yeah. And what about the music? I mean, background music and the background score and all.
So the background music, as I said, the last 10 minutes really stood out, and the music had an international touch to it, and it was adapted in an Indian film, but with a very unique
Ah,
soundtrack that is there. And I've been reading comments where people were not really liking the music, but it did work for me at the end of the day. It was an attempt at doing something different within that space.
yeah,
So that is something that I really enjoyed.
nice. And now coming to the direction. I mean, the direction, and because the director and the writer of this film is the same, Karthik Subbaraj. And Karthik Subbaraj, he's famous for making masala films, larger than life types, and having all these at times cliched elements. Not in all of his films, but there are at times that he tends to make commercial and masala films, but in a repackaged manner at times.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what are your views on this, on the film? I mean, even Jagame Tandiram didn't have anything new to offer. So I think, even coming to Mahan. So what are your views on Mahan when it comes to direction and writing by Karthik Subbaraj?
So I feel Karthik Subbaraj has done quite a good job here. I did like this a little more than Jagambe Thadiram.
Yeah,
But having said that, he is getting a little repetitive. He's getting a
yeah,
little repetitive,
yeah,
because I think peak came, I think, during Pizza. I think that was a stunning horror film.
absolutely, absolutely,
People still talk about it,
absolutely.
and it was also made in Hindi, remade in Hindi with Akshay Oberoi.
Yeah, yeah, I
Uh,
remember. Yeah,
and so, guys, just one question out of context. You know, Sadik is Sadik knows why I'm going. If you feel that Sadik looks a little like Akshay Oberoi, let us know in the comment section.
thank you.
Just a
Maybe
little fun element, because I feel that he looks a little like Akshay Oberoi. I keep telling him. But
slightly.
if you also feel that he looks like Akshay Oberoi, please comment. That is a little fun element. But yeah, coming back, I think Karthik Subbaraj. I think he's done a good job. I mean, his movies are always filled with style. I would never have seen a Karthik Subbaraj film which is technically not sound,
Yeah,
if I can say, from the direction point of view. From the
yeah,
direction point of view,
I know.
his direction always has that flair. Flair was also there in Jaggambe Thadiram,
Yeah,
you know, but now it is getting a little repetitive. But at the same time, I would say that this was still an enjoyable film. It
true.
still was an enjoyable.
True, yeah, it was. So now we are almost at the end of our review. So, Farad, I would ask for your rating. I mean, what would be the rating of the film from your end?
So my rating is 3.5 out of 5, and this I'm being a little generous because of the performances and the technical aspects. I really enjoyed the film in that sense. Although the film, had it been a crisper edit and had it been um, a little more layered in the storytelling, I think especially the ending also could have been penned a little differently or something, then it would have been in the category of a must watch. I would have probably higher my rating a little. But here at the moment, a generous 3.5. I Though the film had faults, and I agree with many points that were made over social media, that uh, they had a predictable story, average first half, below average second. I agree, but the performances and the technical aspects, I could not see that. So, which has contributed a lot in my rating as well at the end of the day. But if you ask me, do you actually have to watch the film, or are you missing out on something? You're not missing out much on it, I would say.
Yeah,
You can give it a shot. It is a good weekend watch on a leisurely afternoon. Just tune into that, and it's like almost 2.5 hours of just fun, just not thinking about too much of the logic. But otherwise, you're not missing out on much. But having said that, still 3.5 out of 5 for me.
Great, great, yeah. So thank you so much, Farad, for providing your valuable insights for the film, and thank you so much, everyone, for being so supportive and supporting our channel. So thank you so much, guys, and again, thank you, Farad, for being on our channel and providing your valuable insight not on this film but also on your website, Popcorn Reviews. So, guys, I
Yeah.
would also request
So
you to please visit Farad's website, Popcorn Reviews, and I've also provided the description of the film Mahan in our review. So please do check it out.
and,
Yeah,
and do subscribe to my channel also. So I
yeah,
have
yeah,
opened a new channel, Popcorn Reviews, with a double S at the end.
yeah,
I don't know which channel are you watching this. It's Sadiq Suleiman as well as Popcorn Reviews on
yeah,
YouTube. So
yeah,
please subscribe to Popcorn Reviews as well. Like,
yeah,
share, and subscribe here, as
yeah,
well as like, share, and subscribe on Sadiq Suleiman channel.
yeah.
And let us know your thoughts in the comment section.
For sure, for sure. Thank you so much.
And please like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. So thank you so much, guys, for coming to our channel, and that's it from us. So take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.